Hey, Funko lovers, welcome to the Funko Friends podcast. I'm your host, Johnny Funko, with my co-host, Diva Kind.
Hey, guys.
And today on episode 78, we have the amazing, the awesome
Wayneko.
So let's get into it.
What's going on?
Hello.
How you doing today?
Nothing much. Great.
Enjoying a good
So
Saturday.
Great rainy Saturday.
Oh, yeah, it's been raining for the last few days, but
Yeah.
It's been
It's a
raining
chill
here for the
kind of
last few
rain.
days. That's a good thing.
oh,
I
yeah,
like
you
the rain.
too?
Yeah, I like to. So do
We
y'all
need
get
it.
morel?
Morel?
Morel
What's morel?
mushrooms. Do y'all get morel mushrooms?
No.
No, but I'm interested in what they are.
Oh, they're like the delicacy of mushrooms. They're like the what would you call them? They're the God, people they sell for like $80 a pound. So up north where I'm at, you can hunt morels like for a couple of 2 weeks out of the year. You have the perfect moment where the ground, the water temperature, and everything kind of lines up, and you get to hunt these extremely delicious mushrooms. Y'all should look these up when you get a
Mushrooms.
chance.
I've heard of those. I think I
They're
do
the
some people use
delicacy
pigs to
of
find
mushrooms.
them? Okay. But do people use pigs to find them?
I thought that
People
was
do,
truffles.
yes.
Yeah.
So, but it's
Truffles
kind
too?
of the same thing. So people train their dogs, pigs, all kinds of stuff to hunt these morels because you really can't farm them, right? It's one of those things
wow.
where you just can't kind of farm these things, and it hasn't been wet enough to find them. So I am enjoying the rain right now. It needs to continue raining for at least another day or so.
Yeah.
Easily another day.
That's cool.
Days of coming.
I don't know. Do we get those mushrooms up here?
I don't know. We have to research that.
Imagine the amount
I
of
bet
money
you
we
do.
could make, too.
I bet you do.
We just want to say hi to a few people in the chat
Okay.
before we start asking questions.
Okay, guys, thank you for joining us, chat. Today we've got Chase's Kingdom, always a pleasure. We got X Gaming, we got the Real OG, aka Bees Poppin'. We got Simon in the chat, Baby Ice,
Yep.
and
Soul Blessed Pops.
yep.
Quick Drum McGraw. And
Hey guys,
Humble.
and Humble.
Welcome, guys.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
So how did you come up with your YouTube name?
Oh man, I don't even really know, to be honest with you. 2019, I just kind of did the same thing Funko did. I just said Wayne Company. So I took my name and added KO at the end of it. There was nothing like spectacular about it.
Well, that's simple and easy is good too.
Yeah, and it doesn't
Right,
really relate to Funko, so it's good. You can branch out to different things.
That's what I said earlier today too. It's like Wayneko. It can be corporation. It could be anything.
Yeah.
My channel was really to prove a point though. So at the time that I was starting my channel, my kids wanted a $1,200 camera to start a YouTube channel. And I said, use your phone. And they said, you can't use your phone. I've been using my phone ever since. Ever since I've been using my phone. So when I got my first 100 subscribers, they said you won't get 200. I got 200. They said you won't get 300. They said you'd never get monetized. I'm already there. Now they told me I'll never hit 100,000. That's my next goal.
Next goal. Congrats on that so far.
Yeah.
So it's to prove a point. That's why he started.
Yeah, congrats
So
on
I-
4K.
What's that?
Okay.
Congrats on 4K.
I appreciate you. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, the whole thing kind of started just to prove a point, and so the name was really just a secondary thought. It was just what do we call it, and just went from there.
Mhm.
That's good.
But your quality is like top notch. I love how you shoot your videos and the way you're so unique. I know.
I appreciate that. Yeah, so I appreciate that. So
Has he always
I wanted
done that?
to stand out somehow, and that was my way of standing out, was trying to get a little bit more creative with stuff.
Mm-hmm. No, I just wondered if you started off that way or did you yourself up? Like technology and all that stuff. We've kind of started off pretty crappy camera, crappy sound, everything, and built our way up.
So my phone was propped on a shelf that was on the wall, I was sitting
Yeah.
in my bedroom that was the most horrible lighting you could imagine. I had a construction light that
Whoa.
was my lighting that was just god awful bad. The
Okay.
sound, I had no mic. I had none of that. So after I started the channel, I started to learn like what sound quality was, what lighting was, what different like shots were. Like I went into like, I just did a documentary for the Y that I work with. So I just recently got into like shooting those kinds of films. I really enjoy transitions a lot.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so he had to build a
Just want to say thank you to the Luau for our first super chat.
The Luau, our very
Thank you
first
so
super
much.
chat.
He says, "Great guest
Cool.
today, guys. All the best, Wayneko."
I've never seen that before. Okay, so it's a big green, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're monetized now, guys. For some, I'm
That
sure
is
some
awesome.
people know, but for the guys that don't know, we have achieved that step.
Yep.
With our podcast. So thanks to all of you guys, though, for sure.
Yeah.
So thank you. What were you saying there, Wayne?
Was that
Not
your
Wayne?
first ever super chat?
Yes, that was my first ever.
I just thought that was
You're
cool.
our first live
That is
video
awesome.
that monetized. Yeah.
That is
Very cool.
really awesome. So, do y'all have your membership set up yet?
Every memberships I have to set up.
I kind of want to
So-
screenshot it.
So get your membership set up. Shoot me a message and let me know when that's set up, because I like being the first member. And then when you get that set up, check this out. You can actually gift memberships over in the chat. So while I'm live with y'all, I could be gifting memberships to people that are in the chat, which I think is a really cool feature. Yeah, I think that was a really cool feature that they added in there.
Yeah.
We got a lot to learn about it. Still,
We've noticed that from other live streams.
Oh, yeah,
that
but
you can gift.
actually doing it, this will be our first time.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
That
but
is
now
awesome.
even-
Well,
We're just gonna say
congratulations,
hi to-
guys.
We're just
Thank
gonna say
you.
hi to a few more people. Pops and Props.
Yeah. Hey there, Pops and Props.
Simon Crow, John Kavanagh,
Hey there, Dad-in-law.
Headless Ned Stark,
Hey there, Headless.
and Kenneth Bird, sorry.
Kenneth.
I don't know why I keep
Always
doing that.
Kenneth. How you doing, Kenneth Bird?
All right. For our next question is, what made you want to create a YouTube channel? What pushed you?
Well, at first it was just to prove a point, and then it became I kind of fell in love with the process of video. So I love the process of getting the video, the footage, the wild like ways to do transitions, and then that just the end video was just kind of a byproduct of the process. That's just kind of what happens by the time I'm done, and that's not as important to me. It's just like the process or the creative part of it is what I like the most, and that's what keeps me going with it.
That's the best part.
So you're still in love with it. If you fall out of love there, you're gonna be.
Yeah, I'll 100% stop. If for whatever reason this becomes a burden to me, I won't do it. I have so much going on in life that I just wouldn't.
Right.
Okay. Hey there, Umpty.
So I have a question.
Chat.
Why not Wayneko? What is that about?
What do you mean?
Not Wayne, it says.
Not Wayne, yeah.
Not Wayne.
No, I don't know. I started doing that a long time ago, and I just left it there. I don't know. Started doing it a long time, and I just left it there.
I'll have a question for that later. There's
Wayne.
actually a rando question that'll fit right in.
Got you.
Hi, Wenko's wife.
Wayne's
wife. Hello. Thank you for joining us.
She
Is that
said
actually
we will
his
never
wife?
stop. That is my wife. Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Her name's
Hey there.
Jessica.
Hi,
Jessica
Jessica.
is
Nice
my
to
wife.
see you.
Thank you for coming in.
He will never stop.
What YouTubers do you like and look up to, or get inspiration from?
Oh, so I kind of like drew inspiration from the vlogging side of the community. Have you ever heard of Peter McKinnon? Peter McKinnon's a Canadian. So I'm crazy that y'all don't know who Peter McKinnon is. So he's a Canadian. He is he's a photographer that kind of started to do this vlogging style. He's a genius. He's a genius. Casey Neistat is another blogger. He's an absolute genius. Do y'all know who Casey Neistat is?
Oh Oh yeah,
She does.
absolutely.
You should know who Peter McKinnon is. You're killing me. You're killing me.
I don't watch so much YouTube anymore, but I do remember him back in the day. That because Casey, because he's such a go-getter. He's like always pushing videos out, and he's a bit of an inventor, I would say. Like, if you've seen the videos where in his like, I don't know, his background is like he's in a workshop or something.
Yes.
You know, always trying new things. He's very cool. I really like him a lot, but I should know the other guy. I don't, though. I'm not gonna lie.
So Casey Neistat was actually into videos before he started YouTube. He makes Nike commercials and all kinds of things that you never really realized he was doing. Great inspiration.
Okay.
If y'all are ever looking for inspiration, look up those two guys.
Those two guys will really push the envelope, guys. Like, I don't know if these guys sleep. Like, that's why they're where they're at, probably, is because of the amount of passion and drive and time and effort they put into it. They probably don't have an outside life. Just putting it out there, guys.
Probably not. Outside life is kind of overrated, though. I'm not gonna lie.
So
your wife says she has questions too. Is that for us or for Wayneko?
I don't know. I don't know. I'd be scared of that one.
Jessica.
She says I have questions too.
Yeah, she's got questions. You can put them in the chat if you want, or whatever you want.
Our next question is, how long have you been making YouTube videos?
Since 2019. 2019, 2019, about August of 2019 is when I started the channel.
And was that before COVID?
That was before COVID.
That was like right before COVID. I mean, that was before COVID. And I'm not gonna lie, COVID was probably a huge boost to the channel. I mean, it was probably some really good timing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We got mad views when there was the lockdown.
Right, when there was nothing else to do, right?
Good.
Yeah.
But that was everybody. Was at home. What else is people gonna do, right?
Yeah.
Right. I think that's starting to balance out now, though. So I think if your channel should be starting to like balance out back into getting the real views again, versus the free nobody's watching YouTube anymore. I think it's starting to, the universe is starting to balance back out.
Okay. Do you think that YouTube is kind of dying out, like, as a platform?
No, I don't think YouTube will ever die out. There's a lot of them that will. Like Instagram changed their algorithm not too long ago. It's almost impossible to grow on Instagram now. TikTok is more of a fad. It's not gonna last forever. I think
it's gonna die out.
I don't know if it'll completely die out, but you have to remember before TikTok, it was Musically, and then it was Vine, or it was Vine, then it was Musically, then it was TikTok, right? And TikTok's kind of held the reins for a while, but I don't think that'll happen. YouTube's not going anywhere. YouTube has established themselves as kind of a station, kind of a place that you download things. There's lots of great short films on YouTube. It's great in a lot of different ways other than social media.
And if you're looking to learn something, there's a lot of good channels to teach you, I don't know, how to bake cookies or something. You can find whatever the hell you want to learn on YouTube. I just always wondered that, because sometimes I feel like it's dying out just because of TikTok. But when you say it's kind of a fad, I kind of think you're right, because there has been Musically, there has been Vine, and it's kind of the same energy. Those ones have the same thing TikTok does. Mm-hmm. I kind of hope it does, because I'm kind of sick of TikTok. It's so, I don't know what the word is, but annoying maybe? Like all your videos, some of them are cute, but a lot of them are very sexual, or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need to see like 20, 30,000 girls like shaking their butts or whatever.
And there's no way of stopping that. So TikTok kind of does something to me. I don't really watch a lot of the short form because it does something mentally to me. Like, after I watch too many TikToks, I feel weird. Like, mentally, I feel weird. And you can't stop, like a lot of the sexual stuff that you were saying. I've tried to go in there and say that I don't like it, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if you keep hitting I don't like it. The algorithm keeps feeding it to you. And even if you notice, TikTok has kind of started to venture into longer form content, because I think
Okay.
even they know that eventually that short is not going to work anymore. I mean, the dopamine hit's only going to be okay for so long.
Oh, I see what you're saying. We're gonna get used to the dopamine hit, right?
Right.
Used to it. And what happens with any addiction is you get used to that, and you need more and more
Right.
and more of it. So I don't know what people are gonna do. They can only go so far, right?
Yeah.
Interesting that you said that. Very cool.
We have a couple questions
Okay.
in the chat.
Yeah, sure.
Want to hit those?
Of course. Okay, so Wayne's wife, how many times have you been approached by fans in public?
Good question.
Locally twice. Locally twice, and it was really weird. It was extremely weird both times. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, that's
We didn't say anything.
no, we did. Yeah, we just read the question.
Oh, okay, good. And so locally twice, and both times it was extremely weird. The last time was so weird that I should have taken a selfie with them, and from now on, I'm taking a selfie with everybody that wants to take a selfie with me. I'm snatching out my phone and I'm taking a selfie too. I mean, because it's just really awkward and it's weird, and it's not something that I ever expected to happen, but I've had it happen twice in the last 6 months.
Yeah, just recently, Simon just got a fan in our building. He came to our building, and a kid saw him. He's like, "Are you Simon Crook?" I was like, "Holy
That's
crap."
awesome.
Yeah. This guy's
So
like 10 years old. You're the Pokemon guy, right?
Yeah, that is. See, when it's that age, it to me, it's not that weird. So I had a young man in Vegas who came to meet me while I was in Vegas. We went to Vegas like during COVID, which was kind of funny. It was really awesome, to be honest with you. But I had a young man come visit me in Vegas, and that was great because he was a young man. It was really cool to hang out with somebody that appreciated my channel. The last 2 times have been much older guys, and it's I don't know. There's something weird about that. It's just a little awkward. It's just a little awkward.
Yeah.
Gotta get used to being famous there, Wayne.
I'm not famous. I don't want to be famous.
Well, what did they ask you? They just asked for a picture and that's it?
Yeah, well, it's normally they normally start by asking me if I'm Wayne, and then I say, yeah, I'm Wayne, and then it turns into what am I doing? Well, I mean, one time I was actually working, so I was trying to like get out of the conversation as fast as I could. The other time it was, can I get a selfie? And then we were talking about life choices. It was awkward. It was very awkward.
Oh, okay. You went into some deep combos. Okay.
Yeah, it was really awkward both times.
I just want to say hi to Granny Joe and
hi, Granny Joe.
I saw somebody else come in. Empty Scratch and Sharon Pops and Plans. Welcome.
Hey there, Sharon and
made one of our lives. Awesome.
You made one. Okay, we got one from B's. A question.
Okay.
Question for Wayneko. I know you're a big fan of Deadpool. What's your favorite Deadpool Grail Pop, and what is it about the character you love about it?
Nice question.
Good question, Bees.
Deadpool's dark humor gets me every time. It's the dark humor that gets me with Deadpool. I like dark humor a lot. I mean, a whole lot. And I don't really have a grail when it comes to Deadpool. Now there's the I want to say that it was the GameStop exclusive cancer face where his face is melting. That one was really cool, but I'm going to be honest with you. JKL sent me my favorite Deadpool, which was the sexy pose Deadpool from Hot Topic. That is by far my favorite Deadpool.
Right.
That's cool.
That is really cool. What makes your channel unique and special in your eyes?
I don't really
what do you
know,
bring to the table?
I don't really know, to be honest with you. So I just try and take a different perspective when it comes to videos. I don't want my videos to just be a standoff head. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't want to just be a talking head. I want to be a little bit more entertaining than that. So I try and bring a little bit more of a videography style than I would just a standoff like talking head. So I guess that's what makes me different.
Yeah.
You have a lot of fluctuation in your voice, and sometimes you have some deep things to say.
I don't know if I do or not.
Thinkers. You definitely do. We've been on your podcast before, or your show anyway, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We had a good time on there, and
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I thought y'all were coming back on so that I could find out the question. The question at hand is, how long have you been Dish Tracker?
I can't.
You answer yes or no. It's too much fun to keep it going.
No comment.
There you go.
My lawyer said I can't say anything.
There you go.
PR2 said no.
So
Okay.
we're gonna move out of YouTube questions and jump right into Funko questions. So what was your very first pop ever collected in your collection?
Oh man,
If you
that's
can
a
remember.
very good question. What was my very first pop? I don't know. I do know it was Fortnite. So my very first pop would have been Crack Shot from Fortnite. I ordered this thing from Amazon. The Amazon driver played rugby with it all the way to my house. I didn't even know boxes were collectible when I ordered this one from Amazon. So it's Crack Shot. I have him outside of the box. He sits by my computer where I do all my editing.
Oh, okay. That's cool. He's your little.
Are you a fan
Mascot.
of the game?
I love the game. I used to play the game all the time, and they kept changing the layout of the field until I just got tired of relearning the game. But I used to play it all the time.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Is that a thing?
What do you mean?
Yeah, every season they change the map. Yeah, they're gonna change it very soon.
He's playing
Way too
it
much
right
to-
They're gonna change it.
religiously. So.
They're gonna change it in June.
Okay.
A volcano is gonna erupt and break the whole.
You were talking about that today.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't like that. You're like, I don't like the
Eight.
fact that you changed up the atmosphere.
So it's not just the changing of the map. So they changed the bullet drop, they changed the damage, there's so many things of the game that they continuously change that every time you start to get adjusted to playing it one way, then they change it on you. So now you have to relearn how to play it all over again. I guess, which isn't a bad thing if you think about it, but there's a lot of people out there that pick up on this a lot faster than I do. So no, I didn't like it. When they finally did away with Tilted Towers, that's when I finally decided enough was enough.
Yeah.
I think change is good, but not a quick change constantly. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, let me enjoy this way for a good 6 months to a year, and then maybe add things in that people are losing their Do it when people are losing intention or their attention span. But you don't seem to have a problem with that. Is that your take on this?
I like change.
Like the rapid change that it's doing?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so
Well, see, I didn't like the NPCs either. When they put the NPCs in, that was kind of the end of the line for me. When I could play a whole game without finding a single real person, I was like, all right, enough's enough.
Yeah, it's getting bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, the computer people? Are those the computer people?
Yeah, the bots. They're basically.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Players they're players that are not actually players. They're computer.
Yeah, and they look like computers. They have that screen.
No, that's a different.
That's a different one.
Yeah, that's the one you can hire, but there's actual.
Okay.
ones that
Oh,
you
okay.
Face against. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're always
like
easy to
that, or you
spot
don't
because
like that?
I don't like the NPCs at all. You can always spot them very easily. They're the ones that are roaming around for no reason. they're just bouncing around.
No purpose, kind of there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Nick Paul Gaming, what is good, bro? Thank you for
Nick Paul
coming in.
Games, welcome. Thank you for coming and joining us today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what was your first soda in your collection?
I started buying the sodas this day they released them, so it would have been the very first one they released. I don't remember which the first one was that they released. It had to have been one of the ad icons, but I can't remember exactly which one it is. It had to be one of the original ad icons. I still have probably the first 50 original ones that they dropped.
Oh wow!
Anybody in the chat know what was the very first soda? Let's see if anybody can tell us.
Remember Wayneko's first soda?
Or tell us, or research it if you want.
It had to be an ad icon. It had to be one of the ad icons, because when they came out with the sodas, the ad icons were hitting hard, and they kind of jumped right into it.
Right.
Okay.
How did you get into Funko collecting?
I just wanted Crack Shot. I just wanted Crack Shot to put by my computer, so that is my favorite skin on the game. I have the OG Crack Shot on my account, so that was my skin. So I just wanted the Funko.
Okay.
No, how did you like learn about Funkos? Did somebody tell you? Did you see them on?
No, I was just on Amazon or something. It
Oh,
was.
okay. So it just
And
randomly
he
popped
saw
up.
Craig shop.
Oh, okay.
And
I'd
that's
seen him
where
in GameStop though for years. For years, I'd seen him in GameStop.
Right.
I didn't think twice about it.
No.
Okay. Our next question is least and most valued pop in your collection, if you know. If you don't know, we'll move on.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to move on because I don't really know. I don't really keep up with the PPG of my stuff. I have some of them that are probably like 500, and then there's some of them that are worth nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Usually how it goes.
A Funko you'd like to see made that they haven't made yet.
Man, that is a great question. I think I'd like to see all of the Marios. All of the Marios. I'd like to see Koopa Trooper. I would like to see the bullets. I would like to see the magic mushrooms. All of the Mario stuff I'd like to see.
I think a lot of people want to see that, but it's never going to happen because
I don't know.
Nintendo-
I think it might. I think it might. I've kind of like seen some rumors that there's some of it dropping over in Asia. So it might. Fingers crossed.
Okay, fingers crossed. Did you say they were having troubles with that?
It's the Nintendo being
Nintendo not wanting to give up the copyright or the copyright.
No, they're like that with every company.
Yes.
They like to keep their stuff in their company and not spread it out.
What about Sonic?
Sonic is different.
They're
It's
more-
owned by a different company.
I know, but are they more?
They're more easygoing.
because there's Sonics out there,
Yeah, there is.
and there are Mario's out there. Is there not?
No,
There's no Funkos of
no,
Nintendo.
no.
How have I missed
No.
this? Because wait, it's other things that I'm seeing
Yeah,
that Simon has picked up.
yeah.
But it's never been a
It's
Funko.
not Funko. No.
Okay. Wow. Well, let's just fingers crossed that for sure.
Funkos came out in 2020. Oh, okay.
So it just came out in 2020.
Soda. Sorry, I don't
Okay.
know why I said Funkos.
It's okay.
Is collecting an addiction or a hobby at this point?
Oh, it's a hobby at this point. It might have been an addiction like pretty early on, but it quickly became a hobby. You can't you can, but if you buy them just to buy them, you're gonna have thousands like I do. Thousands at some point. I mean, so now it's just a hobby.
I think we first start off as an addiction, and then we're like,
Yes.
we don't have the space. It becomes a hobby.
Do you think if we had the space, though,
Oh,
it would
probably.
continue to be an addiction?
No, I think you would eventually be like, I want to wean down to my certain
You
selective
think you'd still go that way?
Yeah, because I went to music and anime, and that's what I stick to. Yeah.
It's like you lose a little bit of that hype from
Yeah.
the first initial reaction when you first get a few. Then you just kind of calm down after a while.
Yeah.
Did you say
Okay.
music and anime? That's all you collect?
I collect mostly music and anime, a little bit of shows like Parks and Rec and a few other shows that I really like.
So
But
who's your
most-
favorite superhero?
Superhero? I don't watch superhero movies.
What? You're killing me.
No, I'm serious. Yeah,
That would be a me thing.
I like Venom as a villain, but other than that, I don't have any other favorite character.
So if,
You like-
if they came out with a really awesome Venom, would you get it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
All right, never mind. I got you.
Okay. Oh, Chase. Nintendo will never cave.
I think they are.
I hope they do,
Yeah, again, fingers crossed, guys.
because the money they would roll in. That's what
I
so
don't
many
understand.
people are wanting that,
Why wouldn't they take the business opportunities?
right? That's money on both their parts.
Like, I'd say, millions and millions, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be up there.
Anyway,
What line of Funko Pops are your favorite?
So I would have to say the ad icons are probably my favorite.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, we
They would
should have
have to
kept
be
that.
ad icons.
We had a question of ad icons and we took it out.
I did.
Yeah.
I should have went with my gut. My gut said put that in, and I didn't do it.
What's your question on the ad icons? I
So
love-
it was. What was your favorite ad icon?
Jeffrey from Toys R Us is 100% my
Toys R
favorite.
Us.
Ad. Yes, that is my favorite ad icon that I can't get, by the way. That Simon sends me because he's a great
Okay.
guy.
I've won so many Jeffrey in the past.
True.
We're not big fans of Jeffrey because we have
I
an
like-
abundance of them.
Yeah,
Right.
it's too easy to kind of
I
get
see
them.
I see.
There's
that.
like 50 in each store, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But
Right.
everybody
Yeah, I
in the
can see
States is
that.
like, oh, I want a Jeffrey.
So we should start giving them out then with Simon,
Yeah.
help him
Dude,
out.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of people in the States that want Jeffrey because we can't get them. We can't get Jeffries.
And you guys love Toys R Us, right?
Yes,
that what I-
100%.
Okay, I didn't think Toys R Us was there.
They
It's
used to
not.
be there, and then they
Nope.
left.
Oh,
Yep.
also it's gone. That's why
Yes.
it's very hard to find them in the States now.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, the first soda was Big Boy. Sharon
Oh, no
says.
way. That's funny. Big Boy.
Yeah.
That's a States thing. That's not a Canadian
No, that's
thing.
not a Canadian thing.
Right? Big
Yeah.
Boy is like a donut shop
I think it is.
of some sort. I mean, or hamburger shop. Has to
So
be
Big Boy
something.
would be a hamburger shop, but I don't know if that was the first soda. That was the first Funko, but I don't know if that was the first soda.
Sharon says first soda
I
was
mean,
Big Boy.
we'll just say it is. That's it.
Okay.
That and
Somebody's gonna
Jollibee.
look at them.
Yes. So
And
Jollibee would also Jollibee is another one of my like favorite ad icons.
Yeah, Beast Poppin' loves Jollibee.
Yeah, Bees is obsessed.
That's,
Loves
yeah,
it. Loves
I know.
it.
Has almost every one, I think.
I think Jollibee is so cute though. I can see why.
Yeah. Just want to say quickly to Tats.
Hey
and
there, Tats
Christina
and
Payne.
Christina. Welcome, guys.
Payne.
Payne. Yeah, Christina Payne.
So, our next question is: how many Funkos do you have in your collection? Do you keep
I don't really
count or
know.
not?
I don't really know. So at about 1,000, I quit counting and quit even trying to like keep count. But I have pops behind pops, and I said I'd never let that happen. Like on your shelf, I now have pops stacked behind pops, and I have like a whole like unfortunate chaos happening like over here, and it's been messing with me because I'm a pretty organized person and I like to keep everything like really clean. But I have a stack that's been starting over there that I need to get. I don't want to say out loud. My wife might still be. Oh, she's still there. I don't want to say out loud.
Yeah, your wife just
I saw
mentioned.
that comment.
Yeah,
and I was like-
Wayne, how many?
A lot. Let's say a lot. let's say
A
there's
lot.
a lot. I have a whole tote of sodas because I used to keep them in these china cabinets, and my daughter has these really cool Santas that she collects. She probably has like 1,000 of these Santas, and we were changing them in and out every year. So I finally just left them in here till I could get some better displays, so that I could leave them in there permanently. And I did the count on them, and it was upwards of 250 something. Is where it was at.
Okay.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Wow.
Okay.
So our next, I'm gonna combine these two questions, but what was your first Funko chase, and how many Funko chases do you have?
My first chase was probably the Deadpool GameStop exclusive, only because that was about the time that I started collecting. There was two guys that worked there that I became really good friends with. We all have our like GameStop friends, right?
Right.
And we were doing the mystery boxes. GameStop used to have those mystery boxes. You could open the box and you either got this Deadpool or that Deadpool. They had the Deadpool mystery box going on, and we would trade. So if I had one that they had and they had one that I didn't, we would just kind of trade our boxes back and forth until we had the complete set. So I would say that it was probably the Deadpool Cancer Face that was my first
Okay.
one. That was probably the first one. And then how many I have? Ooh, you're asking me like, I don't know a lot. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of them.
Wayne's like, yeah, how many?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. It'd be easier to tell you like how many Funko Freddy's I have.
I just want to say hi to Killa. Welcome, my friend.
Hey there, Killa. Nice to see you. Okay, Christina has a question.
Oh, okay.
Johnny D, ask Wayne about Nerf Wars, and has he been practicing?
Oh, Christina. I have not been practicing my Nerf War skills. I have a Nerf War armory. Have y'all ever seen a Nerf War armory? So I have a Nerf War wall where I have a pegboard down here in the basement that just has like Nerf guns lined up on it. And for the longest time, I would like to make shorts just kind of like terrorizing people in my house. I had to quit making shorts of terrorizing people in my house.
Oh no.
That's funny.
Too many people getting upset at you, or I mean,
No, I just
fault.
I live in a house that's predominantly female. I bought a male bulldog just so that I had another male around the house. And it just doesn't go over well. I mean, it's just not one of those. It doesn't go over well.
I've seen your dog on your is it Instagram?
I think it was TikTok.
TikTok?
Licking his camera.
He was cute. Yeah, he was licking the camera or something.
Yeah, it's Diesel.
So you had to buy a male dog just to balance out the chemistry.
That didn't even balance it. That just made me feel a little bit better that there was another male in the house.
What's the name of the dog? I didn't catch
Diesel.
it.
Diesel Van Gogh is his name. Yes. Diesel Van Gogh.
That's so cool.
That's cute.
Van Gogh because the artist?
Yes, because of the artist, 100%.
All right, awesome.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
What is your favorite grail? Oh, I skipped a question. My bad.
It's okay.
I don't even really know that I have a grill, to be honest with you. The Venom Blacklight is or is it the Carnage? Is it the Carnage? It's probably the Carnage. The Carnage Blacklight is probably one of my favorite pops of all times.
Oh, okay. Favorite. Go ahead.
Some people I think would call that a grill. I don't know.
A grill is whatever you want it to be. To be honest,
there you go.
That's what I. Favorite store to shop for Funkos or online store?
So, I think Hot Topic is probably my favorite store in person. Even though this last Hot Topic video I did was kind of weird, I think that's my favorite place to shop is for Funkos. I'm going to say something, but I need everybody to understand that I am affiliated with Entertainment Earth, so don't take this like me throwing a plug out there. Entertainment Earth is one of the easiest places for me to pre-order things that I think I'm going to have a hard time getting. So if there's a pop out there that like the Michael Jackson pop that I think is just going to be really difficult to get, I'll pre-order it through Entertainment Earth, but their shipping rates are kind of high, even though I'm affiliated. Look, I'm going to say that out loud. Their shipping rates are a little high. So if you're going to use Entertainment Earth, only use them for things you think that you're just not going to be able to find. That's always my recommendation there.
Okay, that's good.
That's understandable.
Do you want me to? I think Bees has a question.
Oh yeah, Bees has a question. Yes, the Carnage.
Yes, the Carnage. Chase is excited. Yes, the Carnage, 100%. Okay, but Bees asks, with the Itty Pops, are you all collecting those? And Wayne, what's your thoughts on those little pops? The tiny little guys. I saw.
Do y'all have any of them? Do y'all have any of them?
No,
you don't have any of the bitty pops. So I have some of the bitty pops. I wanted to buy them just to kind of review them because that's kind of where I started with the channel, was getting things to just kind of show them to everybody, regardless if I was going to collect it or not. I just kind of wanted to open it and present it. So I bought some just to open and present. They are a spin-off of mini brands. You know what mini brands are?
Yeah, I used to collect those a little bit.
Yep, I have a daughter that's in love with mini brands. I mean, absolutely in love with mini brands. There is a group of people that love collecting miniature things. So Funko found a niche that's going to work very well for them when it comes to the little minis. I wish that they would do away with that mystery guy altogether and just let me know what's in each one of them so that I could collect them as a whole. I don't like it, and I think this is the same thing that they did with these guys. I quit collecting these because you would get duplicates. The same thing's going to happen with the little minis. You're going to end up with duplicates, so you're going to have to find somebody that you can either trade with locally, and if you have to trade with somebody in another state, then you're going to have to pay shipping, and it just gets real messy real fast. It's one of those that gets messy, it gets hard, it gets confusing. So I think that they're going to have a great success with it with the younger crowd. I don't ever see the older group getting into it. I just don't ever see it happening.
Oh, I think I like them because I don't own any, but I think I like them because I used to play with Polly Pockets as a kid, and it gives me that nostalgic feeling of those little Polly Pockets. They're about the same sort of size, almost, kind of. But I think I like what you said, though. Let's not have duplicates of these because they're probably going to be hard to sell. Like if you get the same, maybe they should just tell you what's in the box, right?
Yes, 100%. They should just tell me what's in it. I mean, and then you could still have chase variants. I mean, they could still do chases. They could
Yeah.
do all kinds of other things with it. I mean, it's just quit doing the mystery one in every one of them and let me know what I'm getting in them. It's to me is a better way of doing it, because you're not going to find people to trade with. It's super difficult to find people to trade that stuff with.
I agree. That's a good way of looking at it. Okay.
So our next question is, what is a chase that you would like to see made?
Ooh, I don't know. Man, you got some great questions. You got great questions today. A chase that I would like to see made. I don't really think that I've ever thought about like a chase that I would like to see made. They drive me crazy when they make variants of pops that are the same number in the same box, and then one of them's not chase and one of them is a chase. That drives me a little insane, but I don't know that there's any chase out there that I would like to see.
Okay, then I'll change the question for you. What chase that is already made that you think they could have done better with?
Oh God, there's so many of them they could have done better with. There's loads of them they could have done better with. So I have Chum that's kind of sitting over here. Have you ever seen Chum? Did you watch Adam Sandler, the Happy Gilmore? So they made a chase variant of Chum. He's kind of standing there. In one of them, he has his whole wooden hand, and the other one, he's missing 2 fingers on his wooden hand. I think that was lazy. that was really lazy on their part. That one they definitely could have done better. But there's a lot of them when it comes to the chase variants that they could do better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
I didn't know that. Have you seen anywhere in the stores?
No.
Because I know we've seen Happy Gilmore. Like, we've actually seen just
pops,
just him. But Chum, no. I don't think I've seen him. And that's kind of a... Really? Jeez. Sometimes they get lazy, don't they?
They do. They get lazy.
You kind of question yourself. Why? Chubs. Yeah, sorry. Chubs.
Chubs. I was trying to find
your wife is right. You're saying chums. Chubs.
Are you a fan of mystery boxes?
I am to a certain extent. I enjoy a mystery box. I don't do mystery boxes every once in a blue moon. I will do a mystery box just for fun. Mystery boxes are a lot like buying stuff just to unbox them. If you're not careful, you'll end up with a lot of stuff that you're not collecting, and then you have to find ways to get rid of it. Then you do giveaways or you go to whatnot, and it seems like no matter like how you do it, there's always somebody out there that's going to judge you for it or tell you how you're a POS for doing it that way. So I try really hard not to get like things in my collection that I'm going to have to dissolve at some point, so I don't have to deal with all of the background noise.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
My last 2 mystery boxes were a success. I've kept everyone, so
that's
I'm
awesome.
happy with what I'm being very selective with my mystery box choices too.
What were the 2 boxes that you enjoyed?
It was the wrestling one and the luau one.
Yes, of course.
Right. Yeah, Andrew from the Lou is awesome. Andrew from the Lou is awesome. You have a Dead Zone Citizen. They say that he puts together a great mystery box. I've never gotten one of his mystery boxes, but they say he puts together some pretty good ones. Maybe you'll check him out next time. I think Chase might be coming out with a mystery box here soon. I might have heard some rumors of that happening here in the near future.
The wrestling one was from Dead Zone, and I pulled the top hit off that one.
There you go. Yeah, so you've already got some Dead Zone Citizen. Yeah, they say he puts together a great mystery box. I've actually, before I did my first mystery box run, I reached out to him and asked him like how to make it a success before I ever did it, because he's done so many of them. Yeah, I mean, so as crazy as that sounds, that's where I got my advice on how to do mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's great at putting mystery boxes together. So we're gonna one more question, Funko question, then we're gonna move on to a different topic. So our last and final question is: if a Funko came to life, what Funko would you want to come to life and hang out with you for the day?
What Funko would I? Oh man, God, do I gotta pick one? Man, I've got some great ones. They come to life. So man, you put me on the spot with that one. I'll go with Bill Murray. I'd like Bill Murray to come to life. Me and Bill Murray could hang out for a while.
Bill Murray.
That's funny.
That's a good one.
All right, our next topic is tattoos. So what was your first tattoo?
I have this stupid 8-ball like right here on my shoulder that's like
Eight
this
ball.
big. It's like this big around. It's like this big. That was my first one.
Okay. Any reason for it? Being your
No,
first
I
one?
was stupid, young and stupid. That was the reason.
Cool.
That's right.
So how many do you have in total?
Ooh, I don't really know. So
You're not
I
a
have my
numbers guy.
entire back done. So my entire back's done from the top of my shoulders into my butt a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
I have big giant wings that start like way up here somewhere and they come all the way down.
Oh, it's
I don't really know. I have a lot of them. I don't know. That's a great
Okay.
question.
Very cool.
My favorite one is I have a monkey showing his butt on the back of my leg. That's my favorite one. And when I wear shorts and I'm coaching swim, you would be amazed at like how many people have to stop me so that they can see the monkey showing his butt. It's great.
That's funny.
So speaking about monkey showing his butt, do you have any that you regret getting?
I don't know that necessarily I regret getting any of my tattoos. I would have toned mine down a little. Maybe I've moved them back further because I have them all the way out on my fingers. I might have like moved them back some just so that I could wear something long sleeve without totally getting judged, because no matter what people want to say, you know, there's all these people on this planet that say, oh, well, they're not judging you anymore. They're not judging you. They're 100% judging you. they're 100% judging
Really?
you for the way that you look. It's just the way life is. It's the way people are. And it's normally after people get to know you, they're like, oh, you're not that bad. And it's like, I'm sorry you felt that way to begin with.
Yeah, but isn't it becoming normalized now, at least with tattoos? Like as soon as everybody has one, I mean, I can't go by somebody and not see that they have a tattoo.
Yeah.
It's becoming normalized, like at least in this generation. Once the people behind us kind of die off, it's just going to be people with tattoos, right? So I mean,
What? Fake tattoos for Christmas?
I think that's
Hold on.
slowing down a lot. I think that's slowing down a lot. I think that there was a while there that there was a lot of people that were getting tattoos. It was very trendy. Everybody was kind of doing it. I think that has slowed down a lot as to who's getting tattoos and not. And people are getting very selective where they're getting them, which I think is amazing. I think you should be very selective. People are getting very selective who gives them tattoos, which is also very amazing. You should be that way as well. I think that as we get older, we'll see less and less kids with tattoos.
yeah, because that's what their parents have. So
Yeah.
they're like, I don't want to be like the parents.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Maybe something like that. But I'm just saying, not just that, but like LGBTQ community and all that. Like we're in a time frame or a time era where everybody's trying to be accepting of people of who they are or what they look like. And if people are judging you, people that are judging you are more afraid to speak out and be like, I don't know if I want to hire this person because of
Right.
tattoos or because their gender, like whatever they go with. So I'm just saying, like, I think there's more against you, people that are the old school way than now, because there's just you just get ripped a new one if you have any kind of judgment on anybody else, right?
Right.
So, but you're saying not because you're a swim coach that even still people are judging you.
100%. 100% people judge me by my first appearance.
Okay, so it's still a thing. Okay, I thought we
It
were
is-
getting there, but you know, and my mom has asked me because I'm going to be a social worker. She's like, please don't go any further down than here. Like, don't like leave this part of your arm and your hands.
Yes.
And I don't plan to get my hands, but yeah, I'm going to be working with people a lot. So it's good to hear you say that just so you know, even though everybody else seems to be opening up and being more accepting, you're still being judged. You're being realistic about it, I think.
Yes, and I'm not saying that. Look, it's not because they're a bad person. Don't take it that way. People judge things by their appearance. When you walk up on a car and it has rust and the bumper's falling off and it looks like the tires are flat, you don't think very much of that car. If you walk up on a Corvette and it's super clean and it's well taken care of, you think highly of that car. So it's not things that we do on purpose. It's things that we do without thinking. And the older I get, the easier it is to tell when somebody is initial with the whole standoff, and then they as they're talking to me, they're like, oh, he's not trying to rob me. let's have a conversation. You could feel the tension in the air as it gets better, and it's probably because I'm a swim coach. I have noticed it as much as I have.
Okay. Okay, well, that's good to know.
We're going to go in the chat right now. We have a few things.
Sorry, kind of went off there.
Simon says, we need to see this monkey butt. Show it.
I wonder if I can.
Your wife says, face tattoos for Christmas?
Absolutely.
Oh, gosh, you wanted face tats for Christmas? I asked Johnny, please, anywhere but the face, because... Oh, wow.
There we go, Simon.
Come on, that is a good one. Brings a smile to your face.
That is a great one. That is probably one of my favorite ones. Face tattoos, no. I have thought about like tattooing my whole neck, but face tattoos, no.
I was also thinking of getting my neck done. I want to get like maybe a bat or an owl to like cover the neck. I don't know.
But the face.
The face. No.
Thank you. Because I love
I think my face is off limits.
That's good, guys.
Chase's Kingdom says I'm a collector of tattoos from way back.
100%.
I need more tattoos, Sharon says.
Hey there, Riff MK.
Hey,
Thank
Riff.
you for joining us.
Then
Wayne's wife, yep.
Yeah.
Did Wayne tell can also airbrush and tattoo? I have a few of Wayne's tats. Oh my gosh, that's
so
cool.
cool.
Damn.
So I owned a shop. I owned a shop for a little like brief period in time. Before I started tattooing, I would airbrush out at the flea market. I was that guy at the flea market that was airbrushing your name on a t-shirt. So I started doing that, and then I got started tattooing. I opened up a shop. I've done some tattoos on my wife. I've worked at a bunch of different shops. It's great. The last shop that I worked at, he was probably my best friend. He passed away a couple of years ago, which I really miss him. But I haven't worked in a shop in some time.
Oh wow,
that's kind of neat too.
I wanted to get into the industry, but nobody's doing apprenticeships around here.
Not after COVID.
Not after COVID, so it's been hard.
It's a tough one to get into. How old are you?
I'm 30.
30. So 30 is a tough age to get into it. You can still get into it. The problem is it's a rough lifestyle. So you're going to be working really late. You're going to get home at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. You're going to go in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not a very family friendly job. And unless you
20.
Right. So unless you own your own shop, or you have an amazing friend that owns a shop, and you just kind of like bounce in and out of his studio, it's really difficult. It's really difficult to do as a family.
Right.
Is it financially stable, like as a
Not
career?
Really. No. Once you get an established clientele, you kind of have a little bit of financial stability, but not really. It's very like hit or miss.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's a good thing that this did not come to fruition, right? Okay, well that's good. Thank you for letting us know.
It's very unfamily friendly, and I mean I hate to say that, but it is. Unless you know somebody that has a shop that will allow you to just kind of bounce in and out. She's picking on me about cherries. My first 2 years of tattooing, so I apprenticed for a year. And then after my year of apprenticing, the only thing they let me tattoo for a year was cherries. I tattooed so many cherries that I decided that I was never tattooing a cherry another day in my life. that I didn't care.
Oh my God. Whole bunch of cherries. People, that's the thing back then.
That was just a thing back then.
Cherries.
That was just a thing. Everybody was getting cherries. Everybody was getting a cherry that was bitten that said, "Eat me." Everybody was getting a cherry, and I hated cherries. And then everyone thought that they were unique in their cherries, and it's like, yeah, if you say so.
I just want to say, Beast Poppin', your new tattoo is beautiful. I love the feather with the army men. It's a very beautiful tattoo.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
I showed you that.
Yeah, that was very creative, and that was for his father.
Everyone who makes...
Very well done, Bees. I really like that.
Is that all in the chat, or do you want to read anything else?
No, everything's good.
Okay. Do you have them?
Do any of the tattoos have?
Does any of your tattoos have special meaning
attached
to them?
No, not really.
No, just for fun.
No, none of them are that deep. None of my tattoos are that deep.
I don't know where monkey butt came from, but
I was working in the shop, and we had a monkey that was actually a flash. I wouldn't typically like get some piece of flash put on me. On the butt itself, it says MOB. If you didn't notice, the O is the O and the MOB. So it was funny, and I did it. That's called boredom. When there's a bunch of guys. Look, we used to run around with tasers and tase each other in the shop.
No.
I mean, it was. That's what happens when you get like 4 or 5 guys that are working together and you have slow days. Stupid stuff happens, and that was one of those stupid moments.
Come on, Wayne, tasers! Oh my
tasers.
God.
We used to look. I tased myself one time sitting in my chair because we had this flashlight taser, right? It was like yay big, and it had 3 different settings on it. And one of the settings, you press it and it shocks and you see the little thing, and the other one is kind of a little bit weaker. You press it and it shocks. Well, it had a 3rd setting, but you press the button and it didn't do anything. And I said, what is this? And I'm pressing the button and I stuck it to my leg, and I like went all the way out of the chair, peed on myself a little bit and everything. It didn't do the shock. It just lit it up so that like when you touched it to yourself, it got me really good. It got me really, and I couldn't pull away. Have you ever been shocked? So I stuck it there and then couldn't pull it off. Yeah.
Oh God.
We used to slide firecrackers under the door while you were using the bathroom. So I found these things that were Doritos that were made out of DEET cord. Have you ever heard of DEET cord?
No.
So it's like this highly explosive, like it's like a detonator, right? Highly explosive, just fuse. And I found these little Doritos that were made out of DEET cord, and so you could slide them under the door. So you would get in there and you'd start using the bathroom. Next thing you know, the firecracker comes sliding under your feet.
Okay, so not to any customers, I hope.
No, no.
Okay.
So you're gonna be giving free tattoos at your summer party?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Your wife says no. Only she gets free tattoos.
Adults. I see that she said kindergartens with adult bodies. That was about the truth too. We had a lot of fun though. We got this. We got our hands on this. Have you ever seen the hover scooters that people ride when they get older?
Yeah.
So we got our hands on one of those. We used to ride them up and down the road. It was hysterical.
At least it had fun. I just thought I didn't know you could get your hands on tasers so easily.
Oh yeah, super easy.
Could you imagine if he got like arrested by a cop and they're like tasering him to get him down? He's like, "What?
Done this before?"
Yeah, I could just see that.
Stuff doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
anymore.
what do you mean?
Plans for any more tattoos?
Oh yes.
I think that maybe if I don't do it here soon, I won't get any more tattoos. But I was seriously thinking about here recently doing my whole neck. I mean, it was a serious thought.
Good luck with that.
So what age is your daughter to get tattooed?
Oh, I had to ask. Sorry.
What age do my daughters get tattoos? So
what age is she allowed? She's so young right now, right?
So our youngest daughter is 17. 18, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Would be okay. Yeah,
You're okay with that?
I guess. Okay. Yeah, 18 would be okay. I'm okay with that. Look, I'm never going to tell them that they shouldn't get tattoos. I'm just going to tell them that they shouldn't get them past their forearms.
Okay, you're going to try and, tell them to use discretion or
that's
whatever. Right. Okay. And are they okay to get a monkey butt on their leg? Is that okay?
Absolutely. 100% I encourage it.
Mom says no.
Mom said no. Okay. Oh, that's good.
I'm encouraging the monkey butt. They can get all the monkey butts they want. Hey, that is a funny piece. I've had swim parents take pictures of that tattoo.
Unless I'm getting a match at one.
Oh, unless I'm getting a matching one. Okay,
Yeah.
That's good.
Most painful tattoo.
Oh, my back. Easily my back. Anytime you start getting,
right?
Yeah, but it's when it starts getting to the outside of your ribs. Oh, those ribs. Those ribs are horrible. Horrible.
I heard the ribs are bad.
Are they demon wings or angel wings? Like,
I know I have big angel wings on my back. I mean, it's
that's
just
cool.
God. I don't know if they would be angel wings. They have a big fleur de lis in the center because I
Okay.
believe I'm royalty.
That's cool. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Wayne's tatted dots on my ankle for 4 hours.
Oh, God.
Yes, I did.
Dots?
Dots, pointillism.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's kind of neat, but 4 hours. Oh my God. I almost broke his nose. For all the pain, probably, right?
That's right.
Granny Joe, 100% my back tat hurt the worst too. Okay, guys. Well, I might be double thinking that back tattoo idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, because again,
It's the
everybody's. I know, but everybody says this and that. And we were talking to Adventures with Victoria,
Yeah.
and we had the same feeling about certain spots that are painful, and he had a totally different perspective.
I
So
think it depends on the person as well.
Yeah, it really does, you know,
I
different areas.
I don't know if I would believe it depends on the person. So there's a few spots of your body that I can tell you the tattoo gods live in. They live in your armpits. Your armpits are probably like the most painful spot. They live in your elbow and kneecap and your rib cage.
Okay.
That's where the
Okay.
tattoo gods live.
Yeah, my that hurt.
Did it? This one?
And my knuckles hurt them a lot.
You've mentioned that lots of times.
I felt like somebody
Yeah.
was digging a nail with my knuckles.
The neck is
I just-
100% hit or miss.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Yeah, so some people will take the neck tattoo like it's nothing, and then other people will cry the entire time. So neck is one of the spots it is hit or miss.
Okay. Would you recommend, because he was thinking about this, but I think it's not the greatest idea, but the
I
palm.
want to get the palm done.
'Cause
It
you're
doesn't
using
stay.
your hand all the time. Yeah.
It doesn't stay. Palm tats don't stay.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
It won't
Fatal.
stay. You'll get 6 months, maybe a year out of it, and then it goes away and looks about worse and worse every day.
Okay.
There you go. Just as some insider's pointer. Okay, Wayne's wife. I met God when Shane tatted my ribs. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Get the numbing cream. I've heard of that.
I think that defeats the purpose of getting a tattoo, though.
Oh, you have to feel the pain.
I think you have to. I think that there's some kind of Satan masochist that's going on at that moment. That you have to like you just have to take the pain. There's a whole part of it.
Yeah. If you want it so badly, you gotta take it as is. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, that's what I would say.
Okay. Okay.
Place
enough.
you would never get tattooed
My foot.
ever.
My foot.
Your foot.
Just probably kick him in the face. I
I
know you
I've seen
would.
so many.
Hombre.
I've seen so many people back out from their feet. I would not get my feet tattooed.
For what reasons?
I heard it's really bad.
It's really painful.
Painful?
Yes,
It
it's
is.
really
We
painful.
have all sorts of sensories in our feet too. Like if you think about it, if someone's rubbing your feet, it could kind of get you going. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. But what about people that are ticklish too? Like, have you ever seen anybody get like seriously kicked or?
Yes. So I've seen people
Okay.
that get really ticklish. I don't know that I believe that that's happening. I believe that that's a nervous thing at that moment. That it's a nervous laugh more than it is like it tickles laugh.
Okay.
I wanted
yeah.
to tap.
What?
That
What are
was
you reading?
Waynko's wife.
Oh, I
Her
wanted to tap. Okay.
Yeah. I've seen so many people tap out on their feet. Your feet are rough. I would never get that done.
Inside the ear, Chase.
That's not so. No, I don't know because I don't have my ears tatted. But
Yeah.
That's another one
You're
that's hit or miss. Some
Really?
people like get their ears tatted and they're great, and some people can't take it.
Hey, JKL, awesome in the chat.
oh, JKL, welcome.
Perfect timing. We're jumping into trivia right now.
Oh yes, yeah. Oh my God, Wayne, are you okay with this? Your wife says I'm going to shave my head and get a tat.
100%.
can't
Get you a dome tap. Get you a dome tap. You should do it. I was
All
doing
right.
it right after her. I was going to get this big snake that was going to like come.
That would be cool.
Oh, I
too.
can't dip my head. I don't like the vibration.
No, but you get severe
Headaches too, so it might
migraines
trigger it.
because
Yeah.
of your mother,
Yeah.
right? Like it's been passed down, sort of. Not because of her, but because she gets them too.
She's gonna get a monkey on her head.
A monkey?
It's a
Get
great
the
idea.
monkey's butt.
It's a great idea.
back.
Great idea.
All right, we're gonna
Okay.
go into trivia.
And there,
Uh-oh.
hi,
Here we go.
Anthony Blaze.
Hey, anyways,
We're just going into trivia, guys. Okay, so
what's the trivia?
oh wait, there's 2 questions.
Oh,
Creative
there?
lost questions.
Oh yeah, okay. You want to read those?
Yeah,
You
okay,
can do those.
sure.
Before we get
Why did you decide to put your 3D custom-made figures in paint cans that you custom-made? Where did the creativity come from?
I don't know. I've been a pretty creative person most of my life, so I don't really know. I want to do something different with them than what you normally see. So I don't really, I'm not really into the boxes right now. I'm not really into. I want to do something different, something creative.
Yeah, that was really neat. That what I saw. Was that on
Yeah.
Instagram that you showed me?
Yeah.
Okay, that was very cool. I really like that. Okay, and do you have a background in photography or have you been film school?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the end of it.
Have you do you have a background in photography or have you attended film school?
No, none of the above. Zero of the above. I just started doing all of it on my phone, and then I continue to see how far I can push the limits with it on my phone.
Okay.
Because he's pretty creative, right?
Yeah. I thought you'd been coming from kind of education because it's very good work. That's why I wanted to
It just
ask.
No, I
seems like he
appreciate it.
had some sort of
Background.
practice
No,
in it or
Yeah.
education. No.
none at all. I
That's
Also
appreciate it.
amazing.
taught.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because he's using his phone that he forced, like it makes you have to be creative or very good with what you're doing. With technology, we got everything done for us, right? So it takes out all the guesswork and all the effort and all that stuff. So maybe that's what
Now-
makes your work so amazing, right?
So now you're figuring out like so if like example, one of the transitions, doing like the different simple transitions of the feet, doing the different simple like door transitions is a good way of not showing that you're using a phone. It's a good way of hiding the fact that I'm using something that's under qualityed. I mean, it other than walking around with a $10,000 red dragon, right? I mean, if I was walking around with a $10,000 red dragon, my creativity would be very low because I would be trying to use the camera's ability to its fullest. So whereas now I'm trying to hide the fact that it's not a $10,000 dragon. I'm trying to make it look like a $10,000 dragon without it being a $10,000 dragon. I think that's the way to go, and I'm going to continue pushing my phone as far as I can.
So
I can
your
appreciate
wife
that.
says trial and error.
A
Chase's
lot of
Kingdom
trial and
says
error.
my favorite editing work by far.
Yep.
Appreciate
Okay.
that, guys. Really do.
You want to take on a few?
Yeah, you just have to jump in and do it. I never did any editing until I started to. That's the other thing. We were talking to, again, Adventures with Victoria. I don't know why this keeps reminding me, but we were talking about The Wizard of Oz and the stuff that they used to do just to get the effects they wanted.
Yes.
How they used asbestos for
Yes.
like the snow coming down, or they used chocolate for the Tin Man when he was rusting or whatever. Like
Yes.
they came up with creative ideas because you had to, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So that just reminds me of what you're doing. You're finding creative ways, and it pushes your brain, it pushes your creativity to find ways to come up with cool ideas, right?
Mhm.
Right. You just got to keep
Right.
pushing the envelope a little.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay, so now we're gonna go into the Mandalorian
Uh-oh.
Trivia.
Here we go.
trivia.
Yeah.
You guys can seriously help in the
Ridiculous.
chat. He's not confident in his ability, but I think he's gonna. do just
Before we
fine.
start, we're gonna get a question from our first.
Oh, and I just want to say hi to Silver Bull 30 as well.
Yes, the Luau.
Oh man.
Yeah, okay. Wayne, what is the love story with you and the wife? How did you find
All
each other?
So I was running a blow mold facility in Michigan. I don't know if you know what blow mold is, but we made the the Pelican kayaks. We made the big orange safety barrels. We made telephone posts. We made the flat tables you buy at Walmart. We made those flat tables. And as injection molding, we had injection molding, blow molding, and that's where I learned everything about plastics that I know now. She hired as the HR manager. So they fired the HR manager. They hired Jess as the HR manager. I used to bring people to her office. Check this out, because she's going to appreciate this. I used to bring people to her office, and I was a manager at Advance Auto before when I say Advance Auto, their distribution center. And they taught us at the distribution center that you don't fire people. It keeps me out of the courtroom. It keeps me from having to go into the workman's comp claims. I don't have to get on the phone with any of that, as long as I don't fire people, and then I can do my job on the floor, which is more useful than being on the phone talking to workman's comp. They taught me when I bring somebody into the office that I simply tell them, your services are no longer needed on my shift. If you have any questions, this person will be more than happy to answer them for you. Have a great day. Blow molding is not the blue collar society of the United States. Blow molding is probably a rough end of people in the United States. I would bring these guys to our office, and I would sit them down, and I would say, hey, look, your services are no longer needed on my shift. If you have any questions at all, she will be more than happy to answer those questions for you. Have a great day. And I would turn around and walk out. And she thought I was Satan. Because I just left her with somebody that I theoretically fired without firing them. And now she had to tell them that you're no longer employed here.
Yeah.
And one day, my uncle died, which was like a dad to me. My uncle died. She kind of helped me through a lot of that. After the tail end of that, we were sitting outside one day, and I just asked her if she wanted to go out, and that's been us ever since.
Oh wow!
I love
that's
that.
So nice.
It was kind of scary at the beginning what you were saying, because again, he just kind of says, "Yeah, sorry, we're not interested. We don't need you anymore. All right, see you later." So they're all fired up and want to unload on somebody. Like, I would have thought you were the devil too. Damn. Wait, and you asked her out, and she said yes after?
Yes,
like
100%. She said yes. He was trying to get
God.
me killed.
I was just gonna say, did she pull some stuff at a restaurant or whatnot just to get you in trouble? I don't know, like upset the waiter, be like, he did it.
I know.
She's saying she asked you.
Oh, but he didn't ask. I asked him when he was going to ask me out.
Well, maybe she did. I remember that we were outside, so maybe she did ask me. Either way, that was the start of our journey.
Wayne's wife, did you have some evil intentions at first when you asked him out?
She probably did. And then I had this assistant named Brenda. It's funny she's bringing Brenda up. So I had this assistant. They hired me an assistant at some point, and I don't even know how Brenda got hired, to be honest with you. I know that I signed off on it, but Brenda asked me one time to go get her coffee, and I just about lost it in front of everybody that my assistant just asked me to go get her coffee. But Brenda probably hooked us up. Brenda was probably what hooked us up. 100%.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You're both single. Maybe give each other a chance.
Right.
Something like that.
She did, though. Okay. She asked me to go get her coffee, and I lost it. I went into Jess's office and asked her who in the hell this person was.
Okay.
Right. Let's get it.
Okay, so now we're gonna move on, and just want to say hi to Annabelle. She's in the chat.
Oh, hey.
Welcome, my friend. All right, so now we're gonna get into trivia. That was a good story. I love that. Okay, so first question. When does The Mandalorian take place?
See, there we go. I already need to phone a friend. I don't know. I don't know. JKL, I'm hoping JKL's in the house. JKL will tell me when it's taking place.
I think he just said, I'm stopping in for a sec.
I know that he has to go to bed.
Yeah.
So he's probably not still here with us.
Or if anybody else in the chat knows. Oh, okay, we got quick draw. We got quick draw in the chat. That's good. He'll help you out.
Quick draw.
Okay.
Where you at, Quick Draw?
He said 5 years after the Return of the Jedi.
Oh,
Perfect.
look at that. See, I love these guys. Let me disclose something though. I never really watched that much TV. I didn't start watching The Mandalorian until JKL, JB from Discovery Bay Comics, Chris. We all kind of got together and started doing these like reviews after the show. That's when I started watching like the Star Wars stuff. I'm still behind on Marvel. I still haven't seen all of the Marvel. I just recently, a year ago, watched Venom. I mean, so I'm way behind on a lot of this stuff. So
Okay.
so quick disclosure. I see OG aka Bees.
That's
popping
no
is in the
excuse. You should know. If you've watched
I
The
know.
Mandalorian,
I
though,
know.
Thank you, Beast Poppin, for the super chat. We are super sticker.
I want to take another picture because that's cute. Oh, and there's a super sticker.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love that. Thank you, Bees.
Thank you, Beast.
Really appreciate that.
Oh, he's still here. See?
Oh, yeah.
I see
Okay,
that.
JKL, we need you. Okay, so don't go to bed yet if you
Don't
can.
go to bed yet. I'm gonna need you up for a second.
Number 2.
Okay, there's no number 2.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully I start to get some of these at some point.
Okay. Okay, so what is the Mandalorian's name?
Oh, that's Din Djarin. That's an easy one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
Ding.
good. Ding. Yeah, where's Simon? Ding. All right. What is the Mandalorian's armor made of?
You know what? I should know this one. What's it called? Veskar. Veskar? Veskar? Veskar. Veskar.
Beskar. Yes. Beautiful. Ding.
Ding. There we go.
All right. What is the name of the Mandalorian ship?
I should know the answer to this one too. What is it? M1? M1? It's not a TIE fighter. I don't know. JKO, what is this one? You're gonna have to let me know. What is this one?
Oh, good. Simon's here.
Ding, Simons is. I knew it was the N1.
No,
N1
wait.
Starfighter. There you go.
No. Wait, it is? Because
Yeah.
Quick Draw says it's Razor Chest. And
Well, the Razor Chest was the first one. The Razor Chest was the first one, but they had to do away with the Razor Chest. And so the funny part about the Razor Chest is somebody like came along and decided that they were going to get smart. They were going to copyright Razor Chest before Disney had a chance to do it. So Disney said, that's okay. We'll just drop that completely out of the film and go with the Starfighter.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of a hard question. It's kind of a trick question.
Granny Joe, it's Star Wars.
Yeah, I know. I'm
I
like,
think
what's the Mandalorian?
It's a show.
It's
It's a Star Wars show.
a subsection of Star Wars.
Yes,
Something
that's
like that?
how you'd say it. Yeah.
Okay, alrighty then.
All right.
Yes. Is it crest or not chest? Okay, here it says chest. So maybe I got that wrong, but all right.
All right.
What did fans name the child?
So it was a Grogu. What was it? No. It was the child. Then it was Grogu. Then it was Baby Yoda. It was Baby Yoda for a while there.
Yes,
Then it was Grogu. And now it's
Okay.
Din Djarin. We're gonna have so many different names of this thing.
Why is there so many of them, guys?
There we go.
So they
JKL.
started off not giving you a name is kind of what happened. So everybody made up their own name, which is Baby Yoda. And then they came in and said, no, it's the child. And then they said, oh, it's Grogu. And then in the last episode, they said it's Din Grogu.
Din Grogu. Okay. Christina's like, no, she likes Grogu. JKL's like, I like Baby Yoda. Or that's what they think it is. Okay, cool. It's a lot, guys. What creature does Mando learn to ride on Arvala 7? Arvala 7.
Yeah, that was a really good one too. I don't know the name of that thing.
It's a weird name.
I should know the name of it, but I don't. I can see it. I don't know the name of it though.
No, not Mudhorn.
It's not a.
His name is Worthless Green Turd. I'm on your side with that. Yeah, here's too much of Grogu.
Worthless green things. Word.
Two people got it.
Yeah.
Yes. Blurg.
What was it? Oh, okay.
Blurg.
Blurg.
Is that right? Did I say that right? Blurg.
Ding.
Dinner is coming.
Dinner's ready. Okay, we're almost through. Kind of. Like
Kind
20
of.
minutes?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
What bounty hunter does the Mandalorian team up with to capture the child?
Ooh.
What bounty hunter does the Mandalorian team up with to capture the child?
Boba Fett?
No.
Which one? That's kind of a trick question. There's a lot of them.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, there's a lot of
JKL said
Card.
IG-11.
IG-11. Yeah, so the IG-11, Boba Fett. I was gonna say there's so many because it's Bo-Katan. There's so many of them that he ends up like teaming up with throughout the Cobb Vanth. There's so
Oh.
many different ones.
Well, that's weird. Why didn't that question say what
Dang.
bounty hunters?
Right. There's so many of them.
Okay. What does Mando trade with the Jawas who stripped his ship?
That was good. You did good.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good question. What did he trade with him? It wasn't armor.
No. Okay. No.
I don't remember.
Jawas.
Was it? What did he trade with him?
No, it wasn't Granny Joe's, not coffee. No,
Eggs?
it was
No?
the egg.
It was the egg. Oh, that's right. Because they ate the stupid egg.
Okay, if I'm butchering these names again, guys, I'm sorry. What is Kulil fond of saying?
Say that again.
What is Kuiil, the guy, Kuli, fond of saying?
Oh, I don't know.
Why
Which
didn't it
character?
say
What
his
does the
name
character
right?
look like?
Got it. JKL.
What is?
Yeah, hold
what
on.
is
Let's
the
see if he can get it.
Say it again.
What? The question? Okay. What is Kulil fond of saying?
Fond of saying. Is it I have spoken? It is I have spoken, isn't it? It's that little bitty thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have never guessed that.
I have spoken.
I have spoken.
And Chase, is it actually Kulli? Because on here it says Kuiil. Just curious.
Quill.
guys, 'cause-
It's Quill.
Quill.
Oh, look at
Quill.
that's
Pronounced
not JK.
Quill.
That's a goat.
Oh,
Okay.
it's pronounced.
Yeah,
It's spelled
goat.
that way.
Okay, it's just so
Yeah.
confusing, guys.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Look, I look at anime names and I'm lost. I'm like, oh no.
Okay, where does Mando consider leaving the child?
Or does he consider leaving the child? I don't. Oh, he leaves him with Luke Skywalker, or he tries to leave him with Luke Skywalker, right?
No.
Oh, I'm wrong again. That's okay. I'm sure
Oh, well,
someone.
JKL says Luke Skywalker, but that's not what it says here.
In a hole.
Oh,
Granny Joe kills me.
Where
Joe,
are
you
you
got-
leaving? In a hole, Granny Joe. Granny Joe, I'm worried about you.
Skywalker, but it doesn't say that here.
Nope.
So where did we leave him?
Yeah, where did Mando consider leaving the child, guys? With the client.
With the client.
Here it says Sorgan.
Sorgan.
Sorgan. Sorgan?
I don't know.
No? Yes, guys? I'm sorry, but I can't help because I haven't seen it, so I lost.
Y'all haven't watched The Mandalorian? You're living under a rock or something.
I haven't watched any of the Star Wars. You
How
have
can
you not?
bring the hate on. Yeah.
Why have you not watched The Mandalorian? Do you like old Clint Eastwood movies?
No.
I
No.
haven't seen any of those either.
Never watched like Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
No.
I've heard of it.
What is wrong with the two of you?
I don't know.
We live
You
under
have to
a rock.
watch
Yeah.
these. You have to watch these old things at least once. So The Mandalorian's
think-
just a modern western. That's all it is.
Oh, is it?
It's just a
Oh.
modern western.
So you have to like Western movies. I like a couple Western movies, old ones back in the day.
Granny Joe
Okay.
lives
Well, I
under a
guess
rock,
Granny
too.
Joe's on our side. Come join us living under a rock.
It's
Dark
all
side.
good. It happens. It's all good.
All right. Who does Mando meet in the Mos Eisley Cantina?
Cobb Vanth. I mean,
Ooh.
I don't know. There's so many different ones that he meets in the different. I don't know.
It says Toro Kalikin.
Or a Dune.
Toro Kalikin.
I don't know.
Well, that's what it says. Toro Kalikin.
The
The
dude,
dude with the helmet.
that's what my wife got it. She was the dude with the helmet, right? They all have helmets.
Okay, I didn't know that they all have helmets.
Just about.
Watching.
Okay. Which character is the former rebel stock trooper?
That would have been Cara Dune.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
You know they did away with Cara Dune. The Cara Dune only lasted for one season before they did away with her.
Oh, wow. That sucks.
Hey, little parts have to be played in the movies too.
JKL
You know?
got it.
Good job, JKL. Okay, who betrays the Mandalorian after he rescues the Twi'lek Q-in? Twi'lek Q-in?
You say who
Who
betrays
betrays the Mandalorian after he rescues the Twi'lek Q-in?
See, I don't know.
The deputy? No. Actually, let's see. The robot? No. Well, actually, I
Was
don't
it the
know.
IG-11? It wasn't the IG-11. No. It wasn't. It wasn't Cobb Vanth. It wasn't Boba Fett. I don't know.
I don't know either. It just says all of these. So I guess there was a whole bunch. His ex-girlfriend. Okay.
Everybody's having
I don't
fun.
think anybody knows this one. R2D2?
D2, whatever.
I don't think I think it's a different.
Whatever.
I don't think that's in the Mandalorian.
R2 was in there for a minute. I think he had a
Oh, he is?
little brief,
Okay.
like a little brief cameo. I want to say R2 is in there.
Okay.
Okay.
What do the scout troopers do to the child after killing Quail?
Everybody's saying random numbers now. WD-40.
WD-40, yeah.
3.
Did they take him to the mothership?
Yeah. Sorry?
Did they take him to the mothership?
No, they did something pretty drastic. Like, I don't know. It was kind of.
Hit him in the head.
That's
They hit him in the
pretty
head?
close. Yeah.
Maybe they hit him
It says
in the
here,
head.
punched it. Punched him.
JKO says hit him in the head. Hit him in the head.
Did they actually punch the child?
Probably. This was a pretty graphic show.
Okay. My God.
For Star Wars, this one was out there.
Okay. 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 Quill reprograms IG-11 as a what?
He was a babysitter.
Something like that.
What did they call him? He was a protector bot. What did they call IG-11? I don't remember.
A nurse droid.
Yeah, nurse droid. I was trying to think. He was a protector bot or something like that.
That was pretty close. Okay, which character removes the Mandalorian's helmet?
Bo-Katan?
No. Which character removes the Mandalorian's helmet? Not the Katan.
I don't know.
IG-11.
There we go.
There we
JKL
go.
got it first, and then Quick Draw came second.
Good job. You guys are still doing good.
Good job,
in the chat.
guys.
Good
Him
job
and
not waiting. Okay, you too. What creature serves as the Mandalorian's signet? You guys said this earlier in the chat. I was like, not that question.
I can picture the thing, but I can't think of its name.
Yeah. JKL.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
There you go. Mythosaur. Or is it Mudhorn? It's Mythosaur, right?
It's Mudhorn.
Mudhorn.
No, it's
Mudhorn.
not.
JKL got it right.
It's
Quick
just
draw, I
Mudhorn
had your
here.
back on that one. I had your back on that one, quick draw.
I know it wasn't a fish or a robot. Okay. What else does the armor give Mando?
What do you mean? Like, what else does it give him?
It says, what else does the armor give Mando? I guess gave him one thing and then gave him something else.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, not coffee.
Veskar spear. I mean, it could have been the Veskar spear. I don't think so, though. I don't think
No,
that.
wasn't that.
The dark saber.
Well, I guess this is not a great question because
J. Starts with J.
it starts with a J.
Starts with a J, guys.
Canker sores.
I like Granny Joe's. He gave him coffee. He gave him crabs, maybe. Oh, canker sores. That's a good one.
Jetpack.
So I don't.
Yeah.
Jetpack.
JKL.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Almost through.
2 more left.
Okay. Yes, Rosie. Character gives his or her life to protect baby Yoda.
I don't know. You've got me
No?
with a lot of these questions.
This has been kind of come up a couple
Twice,
times.
yeah. This character.
Don't give it completely away.
No,
Is it Cara Dune?
No, not
No.
Cardoon.
Cara Dune didn't go out
Not
that way.
Quail.
No,
It's-
she didn't.
yes, JKL. There you
JKL.
go.
IG-11.
IG-11.
I should have known that one.
Kind of ding for
Optimus Prime
JKL.
looking. Melissa says the Optimus Prime looking.
Okay, now we're just getting to other movies.
That's right.
it's the wrong movie.
She's
Okay,
the
last
Optimus Prime.
one.
That's a good one.
Who makes a cameo appearance as one of Carbonate Bounties in episode 1?
Hey, Arcade.
Arcade.
Who makes a so that
Oh, sorry.
that
Yes.
could have been
Who makes a
Boba
cameo
Fett.
appearance? Oh, no, not Boba Fett.
that one. It could have been Boba Fett. That one could have been Luke Skywalker. But I don't think Luke was a bounty hunter. I don't think that Darth Vader was ever in there. Darth Vader's not a so. Who makes it in season 1? I'm gonna go back and watch them all now. Y'all are killing me. It's definitely not R2D2, Granny Joe. I see you over there.
It's not Jack Black.
Jack Black was in the
Jack
last
Black.
episode.
Oh,
Jack
what?
Black was definitely there. He was in the last one. Jack Black was. It was pretty awesome.
Really? Oh
Um,
shoot.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay, my apologies.
I don't know.
Black and
I don't know who
right?
made the cameo.
Okay, George Lucas.
George Lucas? Oh, you're killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
for
killing
sure.
me.
I thought that was cool.
You didn't do that back.
Very
Congrats.
good. Thank
I did
you,
pretty
chat,
rough.
for helping him out.
It's pretty rough. Yeah. I would have never got there without you, chat. It would have never happened.
Well, I knew it wasn't coffee. Yes. Yes,
It was
Joe.
probably coffee. I'm with you, Granny Joe. It was probably coffee.
All right, so we're done with that.
Now we're jumping into rando questions.
Yes.
I got you.
Okay.
This is our last segment.
Okay, if you could be one of the characters from The Mandalorian, who would you want to be?
Oh, Boba Fett. Boba Fett's tough. I like
Boba
Boba Fett.
Because he's tough?
Boba Fett's just a badass.
Oh, he's just badass. Okay. Well, that's good enough answer.
It's good enough.
Okay. One job you would never want to do.
One job I would never want to do.
Yeah, ever.
I'm a germaphobe, so I'm never gonna like clean toilets. It's never gonna happen.
Germaphobe, really?
Extremely
You must be
germaphobe.
really clean in your house.
I wash my hands till they bleed. I am an extreme germaphobe.
You're joking.
Thank you, JKL.
Not till they bleed, but pretty
Till they
much a
bleed.
lot, right?
Till they bleed. No, I wash my hands till they bleed.
Are you
all the
freaking
time.
serious? Wow. Okay. Oh,
Have a good night, JKL.
thank you, JKL, for helping
supporting,
tonight.
Take care.
coming
We truly
in.
appreciate you, brother.
Awesome.
Really appreciate
You
you.
did an awesome job. Yeah.
Nurse.
Have a good sleep. Take care.
Really? Nurse?
Jenny,
Granny Joe said nurse.
nurse. Okay.
Nurse.
She wouldn't want to, because she doesn't want to deal with the blood.
HR?
So then, are you keeping your house really clean? Your wife must love you. You probably do super cleaning around the house.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but the house is clean. the house is clean, yes.
So you just mean germaphobe on yourself, maybe?
Yeah, so like I can't touch doorknobs. I can't shake someone's hand without hand sanitizer. I have devices to open doors in public because I don't want to like physically touch the door with my hand. I can't eat if I can't wash my hands. I'm a
Okay.
germaphobe.
Oh,
I'm a
that's fine. You find yourself get sick easily.
They say I do. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah? Gonna rub your face in a whole bunch of germs, get your body
Never
used
happened.
to it.
Never happened. Never happened.
Okay, so you wouldn't want to be a toilet cleaner. Okay.
Never
fair enough.
happening.
Okay. Okay, so just a side question then. So what's a job that you have had, like working in a restaurant or something like that, even cashier, I don't know, anything, where you actually had to, it really was a struggle for you because of the situation you have with germs?
I don't really know that I've I don't know that
That
anything's ever
situation,
been right. I
you
don't know that
never-
anything's ever been a struggle for me because I find ways to overcome stuff like that. So I don't know that things are a struggle for me.
Okay.
I don't necessarily know that I've struggled with jobs. I struggle with different positions in jobs. So I don't know that I
Okay.
struggle necessarily with the job.
Oh, okay. And being a tattoo artist, like, well, you have to be super clean there.
Yeah,
So
very,
it's like
very clean.
perfect for you, like back
I
in the
think
day.
that might have actually helped, to be honest with you. I think that might have been like the beginning of my like nothing can like touch me that has germs on it.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's been not a good thing. Okay.
I think that might have promoted it. Enabler.
Okay. All right. One thing you'd like to leave behind for others that represents you. So when you go, it's one thing. When people look at it, they're like, "This is Wayne."
Say
Or this is
that
not
again. Say that again.
If you one thing you'd like to leave behind for others that represents you.
Oh man, one thing I would like to leave behind for others that would represent me.
Yeah, like when you go, your kids or whatever, and they're like, "This is Wayne," or friends, whatever.
I don't really know. Compassionate, maybe, kind, compassionate, friendly. I don't really know. I don't really know. So I really
What about
enjoy
an
coaching.
object, though?
What's that?
Like, what about an object, though? I mean, like something where, like this water bottle or something, not this, but you know what I mean? Like something of value, or not even of value, but just could be sentimental value, just something people can touch in their hand. You know what I mean?
I have
What if he said
a
it's hot?
2014 all black SS Camaro with a 6.2 liter that is 100% all me.
Okay, so car.
100% all me.
Oh wow, oh, that's cool. Okay, I love that. That's very cool. Monkey butts,
Big cousin monkey.
arcade germs.
Hey, Marvel
Hey
Cuphead.
there, Marvel Cuphead.
I
Thanks
see
for
my wife is
joining
still
us.
here. So her name is Erdl, is the name of my Camaro. She's Erdl the turtle. Is her
Erdl.
name? Erdl the turtle.
She has a back in the day name.
Yeah,
Erdl.
She has a
I like
German
that.
name.
German.
Okay.
German name.
So when you die, are you going to inhabit that car and become, you know, that movie Christine?
I hope
Car
so.
that, like kills everybody else.
I hope so.
That'd be hilarious. Wayne's wife says hot.
Somebody will have fun
That's
with it.
good. Stick to your attractive. Okay. So if one of your Funkos came to life, okay, you already said this one. You stole that.
Sorry.
You stole
I
that
didn't know
one
you
from
were
me.
saying that in the random.
That's okay. No big deal. Okay, favorite to-go snack.
Favorite to-go snacks, pepperoni. All day pepperoni.
Pepperoni sticks?
Oh, I don't care. Anything pepperoni. I buy pepperoni by the bag, and I just eat it straight out of the bag.
Oh, wow.
Pepperoni all day.
Must get really thirsty. Those are good, but they're so high in sodium. Like, you must be like,
I eat so much salt, it wouldn't matter.
it
It
wouldn't
wouldn't.
matter. So you probably like those pepperettes, like all sorts of different types. Oh wow, they're good for stocking stuffers. My mom always gives us pepperettes at Christmas time.
You
We
mean like a
got
Slim Jim or
chips,
something?
Little Debbie.
Yeah.
Little Debbie's.
Yeah.
Me and Little Debbie have an affair every night.
Little Debbie's. Remember I was looking for a certain snack cake
The
today.
zebra cakes. Yeah, they
Did
don't
you
have
say
those
that
anymore.
Little Debbie's is going out of business in Canada?
No, just the zebra cakes.
Just those zebra cakes.
Yeah, they're out of Canada.
I was very
Oh.
upset about that.
I don't blame you. I would have been upset too.
I was like, one day they were just gone, and I'm like, oh,
Okay.
okay, I guess.
Sweets are a big part of my life, though. It's funny that my wife busted me out on that one. I sent her one day a whole like captain's log on how the world was coming to an end because we didn't have any Little Debbie's in the house.
Can't go wrong with Little Debbie's. Okay. Already. And yes, you can just get bags
Yes.
of Lucky Charm
Yes, you can.
marshmallows, and they're
100%.
outstanding.
Really? That's
Yes,
awesome.
you know this at
Mhm.
the
Oh yeah,
that
the
store.
bulk barn. Yeah.
No, not the bulk
You
barn.
can get those there too.
Okay, but we went to the store where we get Funkos or A&W cards.
Oh yeah.
Showcase is the show.
Showcase. Yeah, you can get
And
those
we
there.
went in there and they had marshmallows from Lucky Charms. Like they took all the marshmallows, I guess,
Right.
and made them into just marshmallows.
So
You
good.
can eat
So
out of the
good.
bag.
I was hooked on those things for a while. I think I did a whole video about them. I was hooked on them for a while there.
They're not from here, at least for us. They're from
The States. I think.
Are they?
Yeah, and that store is all about
everywhere else in the world.
Everywhere else in the world.
Kind of
That's
food.
because
Yeah.
we're all trying to catch diabetes. Is the
Yeah, I can see that.
I have a quick question. Marvel Cuphead says, Wayneko, do you collect Star Trek Funko Pops?
No. I think Star Trek was probably a touch after me, or maybe Star Trek was at a strange time in my life where I really wasn't like into TV, really wasn't watching TV. So I don't. I can't even tell you who Star Trek people are, with the exception of that one guy who does that like strange like thing with
Yeah.
Wasn't Star Trek in the 70s?
I don't even know.
Yeah,
Or
it was something that was never really like present in my life. It was something that I never got into.
Okay. Alrighty then. Country life or city life? Which is better?
Ooh, so I would have to say that I'm going to go with country life. I like the small town feel.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I
like
feel
the
that
small
vibe
town
off you.
Yeah, I like the
can
small
get
town feel. So I came from a part of the world that was much larger than where I'm at now. I like this part of the world. This is more suiting for me.
More relaxing, not
It's not just
heavy
that.
beats,
So
city hustle.
it's not just that. So I can go to my local gym. I know everybody at my gym. I can leave there and go to the pharmacy. I know everybody at my pharmacy. Everything's a little bit more personable, right? Does that make sense? Everything is it just feels better when you go in places and you know the people that are there.
You know, there's drawbacks to that too, because everybody knows everybody's business.
It's okay. They can know my business, and my business is so public. So I coached me and my wife both coached the local swim team. So we coach a competitive swim team. That right there alone puts my life like in the community eyes all the time, because it's
Right.
you can't do stupid stuff, right? I can't go out and get drunk, and because everyone's going to know that I was doing it, and then I'm influencing kids, and I have this strange belief that I can't like negatively influence kids. I believe that that's a very, very bad thing for someone to do in life is to negatively impact someone's kid. So I really like the small feel a lot. It just works.
Okay, well said. I love that.
Okay.
Okay, one thing you can't live without.
I mean, I'm gonna say my wife, but
Oh,
I don't know. I don't really know that there's anything that I can't live without. I came from a background that was so poor that we didn't eat meat. So we would substitute like meat products out with bean. So there's
Mhm.
I think I could live without everything, to be honest. I don't really think that there's anything that I couldn't live without. I would not want to live without my wife
Okay, that's
or
wonderful.
my
You hear
family.
that?
Yeah.
She's like, "What do you want?" I'm just kidding. She didn't say
Nothing. No,
that.
I
That's
don't want
beautiful.
anything.
I love that. Biggest risk you have ever taken?
Well, I mean, I came on this podcast. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't really know. So I've taken a lot of risk in life. I believe that you have to take risk in life. I've taken a lot of risk in life. I don't know. Me and Jess are taking risk every day, and some of them get more and more risky all the time. I mean, so coming up here soon, we want to start like buying Airbnbs. That's going to be really risky because we're going to be putting up a lot to do it. I don't know. I guess life is
Big
full of risk.
business. That's a
Right,
big
life.
business opportunity. But that would be a cool one. Like, it's a lot of responsibility, I can imagine, right?
Right.
But the money you'll make, you guys will be living the high life for
The
sure.
potential to lose is there as well, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. Absolutely. But if you have a quaint little town and people are coming through, I mean, it might not be such a bad idea, right?
Right.
You don't have the big, I don't know, Hiltons and the other
No.
whatever else do
Right.
B&Bs out there. You have
Right.
it's just you, right? So the competition really ain't there. So that's a good thing. Well, I hope it goes well. That sounds really cool. I'd love to see pictures later if you get that far.
We're gonna get
Very
that far.
All right. Well, I'll be waiting. And
I'll send you pictures.
Yeah, just to see how it goes. Okay. Which is worse, selling your whole Funko collection or having a collection of Funkos you dislike?
Both of the above.
You have to choose one.
I wouldn't want to sell my collection just because all the boxes it would take to sell my collection. So I would say that I would just rather not sell the collection. That would be the worst of the two, because then I got to get a bunch of boxes. I got to get these things shipped out. I don't do whatnot auctions because I hate having to box them all up. That is my least favorite thing on this planet to do. And then you spend weeks wondering if they made it there okay. So I boxing them up and shipping them out would be my least favorite thing to do.
That's my same opinion.
That's yours? I thought you'd say because I love my collection.
No, it just seems like such a freaking hassle.
It is. It is.
Like, can you imagine shipping all your collection out?
Oh,
you know how
many
long
do you
that
have?
would take?
How many do you have?
She has like 300, 200.
What if you sold them one by one? What if they were one by one?
Yeah, right. If they're one by one, you know,
something
by one. 300 and some odd boxes.
I thought you guys were gonna go with more of a heart thing, not a practical reason.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I thought you guys would be like, it took me long to get these. This one has a cool story, and that one, no, it's the boxes. The boxes is gonna be in it.
The boxes would kill me.
No, fair enough. Okay. If you had an alter ego, what would he or she look like, and what characteristics would they have?
If I had an alter ego, well, I think that my spirit animal is Wolverine.
Oh, cool. He's cool.
I mean the X-Men Wolverine, not like the animal.
No, I know.
Right, we got that.
I got it right away.
That's my spirit animal. No, I don't really know. If I had an alternate ego, he probably smokes a lot of dope and he just chills a lot. If I had an alternate ego, that's probably my alternate ego.
I like that. That's right. And in real life, I guess you're not a heavy duty smoker, and you don't chill a lot. Because an alter ego doesn't necessarily embody what you are.
It's usually the opposite of what you are.
Well, it doesn't know it's the opposite, but it's something you'd want to be, or that you are, but you don't display out to the world, you know?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know? No?
I don't know.
Chase's Kingdom says mystery box coming out soon. Awesome, dude.
Okay, we can't wait to see that.
I knew I had seen rumors of that.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier.
Knew I had seen rumors of it.
Okay. Favorite song from when you were in your 20s? Do you have a favorite song you can remember?
Favorite song from when I was in my 20s. God, you're trying to date me. You're gonna put me like everybody suddenly is gonna think I'm really old. They're gonna be like, oh my god.
Either
I don't really know.
Files. You don't know?
No. I had lots of like music that I listened to. I don't really know if I had a favorite song.
Is there one that catches your mind?
No. Not even a little bit.
Are you just trying to conceal your age? It's okay. You can say it.
No, I don't really care. I don't really care. I'm definitely a 90s kid. I don't have to conceal my age. I'm 43. I'm definitely like a 90s kid. I'm definitely a 90s kid. There was so much good music in the 90s. It's really hard to like tell you. Like so Nirvana was great in the 90s, Three Doors Down, Blink-182, Korn, Limp Bizkit. There's so many of them. Like I it's hard for me to be like, let's go with Korn, Chutes and Ladders. Let's do that one. I can get down with that.
I can get behind that too. All right. Yeah,
Yeah, that bothered me when they didn't do Korn. They did Jonathan Davis.
They just did Jonathan Davis.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I got to see Korn live. Korn came on, and then Metallica was going to come on behind them. Whenever Korn comes on stage, all the lights go black, and you start hearing the bagpipes kind of playing in the background, and that kind of builds until they come on the stage, and all you can smell when the lights go out is weed in every direction. I mean, everybody lights up at one time. It was an amazing concert. Metallica didn't come out on stage. Their singer hurt his arm, so Kid Rock and Korn winded up doing all of the vocals for Metallica while the rest of the band was on stage. I'm glad he didn't come on stage because it was incredible. So I'm glad he didn't come up on stage. It was show incredible.
Go on,
right?
That's amazing that they stepped in and they're like, you know what, we'll just, because that's not really Korn's sort of forte. Like Metallica, it's very kind of different. And same with Kid Rock, isn't he kind of more country / pop /
It was great.
I don't know. It was great. Rap. That's amazing. I had no idea. Back in the day, that's how you know. And also, we've seen these on Instagram and stuff, but people in mosh pits back in the day, somebody got hurt, like they would actually
all the time.
Like someone on
yes.
They would make sure you're fine and like that sort of deal. Like they really cared about their fans, not just Korn, but like all those kind of fans.
Right. They would stop it. So I used to really like to mosh pit as a guy that was in his 20s. That was one of my favorite things to do, was to push my way up to the stage and then surf all the way back to the back. I was at a Three Doors Down concert, and they were throwing people in the air high enough that you could see the observation decks that they had out there. I mean, you could see the person in the observation deck. Well, they let somebody slip, and they had to stop the show so the ambulance could come out there, and I never did it again. I was like, yep, that was it for me. I never did it again. Nope.
It's totally different nowadays. Like, what was that thing that happened with Kylie Jenner's ex-boyfriend, where he did a show?
Oh, I remember.
And it took them so long to get the ambulance in there, and they didn't really stop the show. It was
kind of his fault. A lot of that was his fault. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. A lot of that was his fault. But I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
he should have stopped the show. He kind of instigated a lot of it and then just kept it going. He should have actually gotten in trouble for a lot of that.
Okay, I won't say anything, but yeah, he should have done something. But I'm just saying, the energy from back then to now, like parents are like, oh, I don't want my kid going to a mosh, but at least you know your kid's coming out alive. Back then,
right.
Nowadays, those people died. Like, it was a big deal.
Right. So I was at a Five Finger Death Punch concert, and I can't think of the lead singer's name, but he looked out at the crowd and he said, I want you to collide with you, and I want you to collide with you. So everybody like starts colliding, and like a minute and a half in, he stops because they're ripping up the grass and they're throwing it back and forth at the sides of the field. And he stops and says, they're going to put me in jail for instigating a riot. Y'all have to stop. I mean, so a lot of different though, right? I mean, he stopped the concert and said, hold up, stop guys. let's do this right. I mean, so there's ways to do things and ways not to do things.
Okay, well, thanks for sharing that with us. Okay, if you could have free meals for life at one fast food chain, which one would you choose?
Free meals for life at one fast food chain.
I don't know if you like fast food, but if so,
If there was one, or restaurant.
If there was
no restaurant has to be fast food.
Oh, we can't do restaurants. If there was one fast food, I would want to get and there's not one in my area, but it would have to be what is that? There's one out in Vegas, and I can't think of the name of it right now. I will go with McDonald's only because McDonald's is like close to me. I'll say that I'm a McDonald's kid, but there's other places that are better than McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay, so McDonald's it is. Hey, McDonald's ain't
McDonald's
bad.
it is.
What do we got here?
In-N-Out, that's
what
it.
did you like?
In-N-Out. I knew my wife would come in on that one. There's an In-N-Out. I don't know if y'all have an In-N-Out. In-N-Out is so
No.
good. Oh my god.
We've heard they have burgers and nachos, and it's not just
So
like your
good.
regular convenience store.
So good.
Okay, that's cool.
All
right.
Okay, we have 3 more questions for you. Biggest fear in life?
Biggest fear in life. I don't really know. You got some great questions. Biggest fear in life. I don't know that I really have any fears in life.
I'm afraid of something.
I don't really know that I'm afraid of anything. Biggest fears in life. Biggest fears in life. I don't really know. I don't have the answer to that one.
Really?
Some people say spiders, mice.
You have
Sharks.
sharks. I have roller coasters.
Some people say not being there for my kids. I've heard like
Maybe
sentimental.
your biggest fear is germs.
Biggest fear. There you go.
that's true.
100% germs. There you are.
Yeah.
Germs. I'm definitely afraid of them. I'm definitely afraid.
Anywhere near you.
Germs are gonna get me somehow.
Unfortunately, you can't get away from them. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
I can try though.
Yeah, absolutely, you can.
All right. Our second and last question is: do you have any up and coming projects? Anything that you want to promote for your for anything you're coming up?
Not really. So I have a Hot Topic video that'll be coming up here soon. I did a hunt for the Snoop Dogg, the Hot Topic exclusive. That one's it's not shot a lot different, but some of the inside of Hot Topic is shot different. I recently did a documentary for my YMCA. They do a big fundraiser every year. It's for their fundraiser. I've actually thought about posting it. I don't know that I will, but I've thought about it. Stay tuned for that Hot Topic though. Tell me what you think in that hunt. That hunt kind of happened, not the footage happened at a necessity. So I've been kicked out of Hot Topic. I've been kicked out of Target. I've gotten in screaming matches with people inside of stores. People tend to get upset for some reason when they think you're filming them, which is odd because there's cameras everywhere you look.
Filming them. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So people get all like beside themselves when they think you're filming them. So as I'm doing this hunt that it should be coming out on Monday, I should get it completed by Monday. As I'm going in Hot Topic, I can hear the lady behind the counter say he's filming as I'm walking in there, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go. I mean, I've already like had this problem with them before. So a lot of the footage that I get is a lot different than what you would normally see, but that's because they kept coming to check my phone to see what I was doing. So I was really kind of guerrilla getting the footage. It was really done in a guerrilla manner, but I love the way that it turned out, and that's probably how you will see every one of them going forward. But for some reason, I mean, I don't know if y'all have a lot in Canada, but for some reason in the United States, people get really like strange when it comes to being videoed. Like there's not a million cameras everywhere you look.
Right? Yeah.
No, but you've asked in a couple of times.
I've had troubles
where we've gone for adventures that you've done videos in the past. No, but you were polite enough to ask, and I don't think you've had problems. People are like, sure.
Hot Topic gave me a lot of problem, and GameStop gave me a lot of problems.
Did they?
But like independent like owners that have their own
Labyrinth,
stores, like Labyrinth, and
they were really nice.
They were
like,
really cool.
Yeah, because they see it as promotion of their store, right? I don't know what's up with the other stores, but yeah, it's not like you're trying to get them on camera. You're trying to get the Funko Pops. Like, calm down. It's not all about you. It's about the Funkos.
Target says it's for the safety of their customers. So for the safety of their customers, you can't record inside of a Target, is what they say, even though they're recording 24 hours a day. They say that Yeah, they say that it's for the safety of their customers. The manager at my local Target is the reason why I talk so badly about Target. This guy must sit in a booth somewhere and he watches the cameras. And the second he sees me coming in, because this guy has been screaming at me from across the store as I'm filming, like it's like, man, it's not that serious. You need to calm down. You need to stop. It's not that serious. I've been kicked out of Hot Topic for filming because Hot Topic has, depending on who's there, is what rules they have in place, which is super weird to me. Just depending on who's in their store. But Hot Topic's also like done strange things lately, so I don't understand Hot Topic right now.
I'm very confused. Like, if you seriously can see somebody with their phone and they're looking like towards Funko Pops, not looking at all the people in the store, like you kind of can tell where somebody's filming, right?
Right. I don't know how the laws are where you're at, but as long as I don't follow you around with the camera, I can get you on my camera. As long if you left your house and you're in public, I can record you. I just can't record. I can't intentionally record you. I can't follow you around with my camera to see everything you're doing. But if you pass by my camera and I'm recording, I'm within 100% of my rights to record
Same
you.
thing here.
I just want to say hi to Dead Zone Citizen.
Hey there, Dead Zone. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
We're almost done,
though. People get all beside themselves for some reason here.
Very weird. Very weird. I mean, we're in the age, not that everybody deserves their privacy, don't get me wrong, but we're kind of in an age where it's kind of everywhere. It's kind of hard to miss.
It is.
You know, but I understand. Don't be following someone around.
Right.
If you're just looking to do a video on Funkos, people should just realize that. I don't know. It's hard to say what the right answer is.
So for our last question is, do you have any questions for us?
Oh, yes.
I do. So is it a girl or a boy? Is my first question.
We don't know yet. We're still waiting on that. And we're also having
a gender reveal.
Thank you.
Party.
Congratulations on the baby, by the way, guys.
Oh,
I don't congratulations. I've already asked you about Dish Tracker. We're not going to talk about that too much though, because we already all know your Dish Tracker. It's already known. We've already figured it out. We're going to keep that one going as long as we can.
Granny Joe, around November, October. We don't have an official date.
The first time they said October 29th. The second time my doctor said November 1st.
Yeah.
And then the ultrasound lady said November 2nd.
Yeah.
So
it's all over, yeah.
In there, guys. In there.
That pocket.
And we have been getting all sorts of questions and answers about that. Some people saying, oh, for sure you're having a boy. And other people are saying, oh, no, for sure you're having a girl.
You should document the whole thing. You should document the whole thing.
The whole birth?
No, your whole journey to having the child. I wouldn't document the birth of the child. You should document the whole thing.
But I wondered if people would be bored of that. I was contemplating putting that on my channel, but I was like, are people gonna be bored with that, or because it's just my
100% document the whole thing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's
100%.
a good. I'm surprised you brought that up. It's been circling my mind. It's very weird that you bring that up.
That's all I had. That was it. I just wanted to see if I could get out if it was a girl or boy. I figured y'all weren't gonna tell me though, but I was gonna try anyways.
What do you think it is? It's just what's your gut say.
All right. So is the baby sitting low or high?
I looked this stuff up.
My brother sat high. I sat low.
Yep.
So
girls tend to sit low and boys tend to sit high.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
And my stomach is kind of low.
So it's probably
kind of low, but I'm 13 weeks, so I'm still not a full belly. You know, I got time to come. But yeah, it looks like it's sitting low. But I got a long torso, so I don't know.
I'm gonna say girl. A girl.
You're gonna say girl just because of that.
That's
okay.
Right. It's a girl.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, bees.
All right. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Yes.
This was a great podcast. Thank you, everybody in the chat, and thank you for my 2 super chatters of the day.
Oh yes, that was cool, guys. Thank you so much.
So this has been another episode of the Funko Friends podcast.
Yes.
Any last words?
guys had a good time. Thank you for helping Wayne out. Love when you guys participate. That's really, really cool. And that was cool to see the super chats. I took pictures of it just because it's our first time. And anyways, have a good rest of your night, guys, and hope you have a lovely week ahead of you. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.